Happy summer solstice, and finally the weather does actually feel like June, something a bit hotter on the way as we go into next week. But back to Thursday, and we started off with this stripe of cloud over parts of northern England and Wales, an old weather front, making the sunshine fairly hazy here. And there's a bit more cloud on the satellite picture just spilling into western Scotland, so it could be a bit grey on some of the coast, maybe even a spot or two of drizzle here. But for the vast majority, it's dry and it's fine. Some lengthy spells of sunshine, particularly over southern England, up through East Anglia, and that's where we'll see the highest temperatures through the day, up to 22, 23, perhaps even up to 24 Celsius. A little cooler with a bit more cloud further north, but even here temperatures close to or even slightly above average for the time of year. We are going to start to see the breeze picking up, the cloud thickening and rain trickling into western Scotland during this evening. A fine evening though across England and Wales. If anything, the rain getting quite heavy across the west coast of Scotland for a time through the early hours. And we'll start to see the cloud increasing across Northern Ireland as well. There's a weather front approaching here. The breeze picking up in the west, but with lighter winds over many central and eastern parts. Could be a little bit of mist and fog here and there forming as we head towards dawn, but that won't last long. It will turn quite chilly across eastern England, down into single digits, certainly in rural spots further west with the breeze picking up, the cloud moving in, temperatures holding up a little bit more. But a different feel tomorrow across certainly Northern Ireland, Wales, and a bit more rain to come across western Scotland. Certainly more rain here tomorrow compared to today. And by the time we get to the middle of the morning, we'll see some of that rain just getting into the west of Northern Ireland, clouding over for Wales and southwest England with the breeze increasing here and a few showers popping up during the afternoon. Again, though, for much of the Midlands, Northern England, Eastern England, most of Eastern Scotland, it's another dry, fine day, and we'll see some decent lengthy spells of sunshine, and it'll be warm once more. Quite a contrast actually between east and west. Temperatures in the east in that sunshine, 23, maybe 24 Celsius. Further west, temperatures back into the high teens at best, even with a bit of brightness. So there'll be a bit more of a breeze, as well as the outbreaks of rain creeping in, which will continue to creep in as we go through Friday evening as well. So things turning quite damp across much of Wales. Southwest England, another area of rain gets into western Scotland, perhaps clearing from Northern Ireland during the evening. That is, of course, a weather front approaching from the Atlantic, and out in the Atlantic there are more of those, which will bring some showery rain as we head into the weekends. But they're going to weaken as they come towards the UK because high pressure is building in behind. So yes, there'll be some showery rain around on Saturday, but the general theme through Sunday and into the early part of next week is high pressure moving in and wafting in some really quite warm air, likely to be the warmest spell since early September last year. So yes, some hotter weather is on the way, certainly for the early part of next week. For more details on that, make sure you're following us across social media, and if you're watching on YouTube, hit subscribe.